Well, folks, I hope you had an enjoyable time researching, Googling, and coming up with the answers. So here we are. We'll go through each round and I read the question and give the answer. Round one was general knowledge. First question was, who was the original host of Have I Got News For You? And it was Angus Deayton. Question two, what is the smallest bone in the body? And it's the stapes bone, which is in the ear. Question three, what is a group of whales called? And that's a pod. Question four, how long did the 100 Years' War last? And it's 116 years. Question five, cross, feather, cable and seed are all knitting needles. Question six, what family does broccoli belong to? It's from the cabbage family. Question seven, name 6 weapons from the board game Cluedo. They are the rope, revolver, lead pipe, spanner, dagger and the candlestick. And I hope you all got into your roof space there, blew the dust off it to find them. Question 8, which river flows through Vienna? And that is the Danube. Question 9, who is the god of war in Greek mythology? Ares. And question 10, what is the aurora borealis more commonly known as? The Northern Lights. Round two was sport. Who captained England's lady football team at the 2019 World Cup? It was Steph Houghton. Question 2. In which year was Ravenhill renamed the Keenspan Stadium? That was in 2014, and it was renamed the same week that David Humphreys announced he was leaving to go to Gloucester. Question 3. In golf, how many under par is an albatross? That's 3 shots under par is known as an albatross. Question 4. Where were the 1984 Olympics held? They were held in Los Angeles. Question 5. I think everybody should get this one. Who ran the first sub 4-minute mile? And that was Sir Roger Bannister. Question 6. In cricket, LBW stands for leg before wicket. Question 7. How many teams are in the American Football NFL League? 32. Question 8. How many tennis Grand Slams has Serena Williams won? That's singles only, and it's 23. This is the wee catch me out question. Question 9. Who is the all-time leading NBA basketball point scorer? It's not Michael Jordan. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and he is the leader with 38,387 points. And the final question on round 2 sport. Name the colours of the Olympic ring: red, yellow, green, blue and black. Round 3 was the music round. Question 1. What year was the inaugural Woodstock Folk Festival? And that was 1969. Question 2. Which late great singer sang about the White Cliffs of Dover? I don't expect anyone to have gotten this one wrong. And that is Dame Gracie Field. Question 3. In which year did Oasis break up? And that was 2009. Question 4. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. were all members of the group known as the Rat Pack. Question 5. In what year did ABBA win the Eurovision Song Contest with Waterloo? And that was 1974. Question 6. Who was first to leave the group Take That? And that was none other than Robbie Williams. Question 7. Which singer is the most UK number 1s? And that is Elvis Presley. Question 8. The Nirvana rock drummer Dave Grohl went on to form his own band, and they are known as the Foo Fighters. Question 9. What Irish band sang The Boys Are Back in Town? And that is none other than Thin Lizzy. And question 10. Paul McCartney wrote the theme song for Live and Let Die. And that's round 3 answers completed. The round 4 answers, that's geography. Question 1. What is the world's largest city by population, i.e. the most people? And that's Tokyo. Question 2. What European country is double landlocked? And that is Liechtenstein. Try saying that with a few glasses of sherry in you. Question 3. How many counties are on the island of Ireland? Of course, we all know there's 32. Question 4. How many countries does the equator pass through? And the answer to that is 13. Question 5. What is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea? That's where the mafia are from, Sicily. Question 6. What does the DC stand for in Washington, DC? And it stands for District of Columbia. Question 7. What 5 boroughs make up New York City? Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, the Bronx, and Brooklyn. Question 8. Which is the largest of the Great Lakes? And that is Lake Superior. Question 9. What is the only sea on Earth with no coastline? And that is the Sargasso Sea. And question 10 finally. What is the frozen wasteland that covers 1/5 of Russia known as? And that's Siberia. Round 5 finally for the answers to the wildcard round. Question 1. Who said, "I'm the king of the world"? And that was Jack in Titanic. Question 2. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. And that was Mae West. Question 3. I've never played for a draw in my life. Was none other than Alex Ferguson. Question 4. I spent a lot of money on booze, birds and fast cars. The rest I squandered. None other than our own George Best. Question 5. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Was none other than Albert Einstein. Question 6. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Was Gandhi. Question 7. The fool thinks he is wise, but the wise man knows he's a fool. Was William Shakespeare. Question 8. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for everything. Was Malcolm X. Question 9. What film was the quote, "He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy"? And that's from Life of Bran, which was the Monty Python team. And finally, number 10, Say Hello to My Little Friend, was Tony Montana. Folks, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed participating in our first online quiz. Please provide feedback to Richard via Facebook and online if you wish by email. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we have enjoyed presenting it. And I'd like to thank none other than my wonderful daughter, Catherine, for doing the recording. Good night.